Okay, this is that Melbourne attack, market attack by a vehicle that majority of us have had problems with in reference to the media itself and YouTube. Okay, that we've had a strike put against us. Some of us have actually had visits from the police. There is a great hoo-ha about this event, that the authorities are trying their best to keep quiet. The revealing, that is, that this event was staged. So why picking stage it in the first place? Being that the authorities know that there are honest, truthful, upright people in this world who will expose this. So why do it in the first place? And what was the purpose of Piggy in doing it? Oh, it's to keep terror going. Well, you know, you've got to take the rough with the smooth, boyo, haven't you? If you're going to put these picking things out, you know very well that there are persons like ourselves who'll say, hang on a minute, that's a load of bull. It's part and parcel of the picking course. But of course we're dealing mainly with childish, vicious, nasty, evil authorities that demand this way and that. We give them worship. Sod that. Sod that. Now in this event, which we're not going to show, but we've all seen the footage of and can get the footage up to view. And the reason we can't show it is because it'll be pulled. So what's the purpose of putting it up? None. So maybe we can get round it this way. Okay, we'll see if this is pigging pulled. Can't see why it should be. Anyhow, what we have in the footage, as you will see, as soon as you turn it pigging on, there's a car going round and round, trying to do donuts. Right? Doesn't do them, but the media says he's doing them because the media lies. I mean, it's obvious he's not doing pigging donuts, and it's all staged, and he's very happy, and he's got his hand out the pigging window and smiling. And then in the background there is an individual who looks more like a girl, dressed in a blue boiler suit, giving hand gestures, signals, as though she's on a flight deck, to the driver. And she gives him the final signal of down that street, stretches out her arm and points down that street, and he goes down that street. And he simply doesn't speed down the street. There's no speeding, there's no hurry. So it's not in the script that he's been given to race down the street. And you've got also at least two CID, plain low, pardon me, CID as I call them, cars, police cars, sitting there in the pigging traffic. Officers doing nothing. It is clear that they belong to the police department. And they just pull off when he's gone trailing down this pigging road, and they follow him. And you've got a police officer on the right hand side who's speaking to one of these persons in one of these grey cars, greyish silver cars, okay. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't get his baton and throw it at the car that is going round and round, or pull the guy up. If you or I were doing what he were doing, we'd be pulled up. The police, in fact, would be on site, en masse, with their cars. The poor takeaways there going cold whilst they get out and investigate what's going on, stopping us. Eh? And one officer with his pigging finger stuck up his pigging nose. Huh? No. If we were to do that, all officers would be on scene, blocking us off, rushing out of cars. Oh, we've got a fruitcake here, let's nab him. An easy one. No, nothing like that happens. The copper just stands there, talking to the other officers in that car. And so why didn't the police officers of different ranks do anything? Those two silver cars could have pulled off, blocked him, back and forward. Didn't. And when they followed him down that pigging road, they could have overtaken him and blocked him. Could have even given him a shunt, a side shunt, to stop him, to turn him towards the side and blocked him. Could have done everything they wished. They didn't, because it's a pigging staged. And of course, when the other footage comes out of people being knocked here, there and everywhere, it's all speeded up. Notice it's all speeded up. And it's very vague. I'll say this in conclusion. It's a very, very poor piece of speeded up footage. Do you know in fight scenes, okay, in these films, pretending, sword fights, for instance, and they're going at it left, right, and so, and you think, wow, this, like, let's say Kevin Spacey, whoever, is fighting this other chap with his sword, and he's going all, and you think, well, by heck, that fella there is an actor. I didn't know he was a qualified swordsman. Wow, how many years has he been at doing that? And equally in fight scenes, people being thrown everywhere, gratuitous violence. Everybody just bounces back up like rubber balls. Do you know how they do that? Well, they speed things up. It's not noticeable because they're professionally speeded up. You see, when two swordsmen come together, okay, not qualified, come together and they touch each other's swords, and then they do the next part, touch swords, and they're doing it slowly, like children do. Touch here, touch to the right, touch to the left, swing it over the head, blah-de-blah-de-blah, and then they speed it up. And it looks absolutely brilliant. And they do it with fight scenes. They do it exactly with fight scenes, so nobody gets injured. So when the fella pushes his fist forwards to hit the other fella, if you can imagine somebody standing before you and you put your fist forward and you touch his cheek, okay, that is speeded up, that he goes whoosh, and the fella goes down. And as soon as that person in front of you've contacted with your fist, just touching their cheek, they turn away. See, they move as though they've just been powerfully hit. And it's all theatre. Complete theatre. It's marvellous to watch it. How it's done. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it done. And it is marvellous. But you see, with this Burke Street crap, because it's crap, it's unprofessional, you can see it's all pigging speeded up. And people getting up. And getting up. Just like they do with these films. They get up in the end and just pigging walk off. Have a cup of tea. Okay. So, let us see if we get a strike through for this, which there's no justification for, because we got a strike through before, because YouTube said it was too graphic what we showed. Well, we've shown nothing graphic, have we? So, what's going to be the, you know, how are you going to get around that one? Huh? How are you going to get around your own pigging footage, you divvies? Because your own pigging footage, as here with this, okay, shows it's fake. So why not just pull the pigging lot? As we said at the beginning, if the media are going to act up and say, it's not fair play. Oh, we're being challenged. We don't want to be challenged. Well, don't put the picking stuff up in the first place, you silly sods. Grow up.